Flexing the whole sponsor spiel.
Can you actually feel it?
I got a frostbite. Sorry. God,
that's a good one.
Guys,
but yeah,
it won't give you
Give it to Eterna. Give it to Eterna.
Just to be clear.
Give it to Eterna and turn off and then on the.
What do you mean?
Off and on at the liquid cooling.
Oh my God. Stefan. What?
Just search liquid cooling system or Pertandingan in bahasa Indonesia.
What is it?
Pertandingan.
Pendingin cairan?
Yes, that's the liquid cooling.
Alright, what do I do now? Press it?
Yes.
And then? Oh!
Yes, sir.
Can I feel it?
Bro, that's so cool. Turn it on and off. Bro, that's so cool!
That's why you should check GT 50 Pro.
Oh my God, wait.
Right, you can feel it, right?
Dude.
I thought you were experienced it. Okay.
I thought you guys were like lying when I heard it back at home.
You can visually see it.
That's super cool. That's super cool. And you know what else is also super cool?
What?
This Todak chair.
It is cool. It is cool.
It's so comfortable.
Will we get it?
That I don't know. I know for sure about the Infinix, but I'm not sure about the Todak.
Come on, Todak.
And you guys can
You know what I mean?
custom it to your advantage. Arashi likes it straight up here.
Oh, that's a Arashi
So you
setup. Yeah.
Put your hands like
I think
this
you should
and you stomp a little. This is the Arashi.
So you hunch a little.
Yeah, you hunch a
the
little.
bad posture Arashi. Is that okay?
I love RRQ.
Okay, I can tell if you're internal Arashi right now. Good,
Right?
Lord, that
Pretty
you're,
good.
you're not wearing glasses.
That's why. Todak's so good, guys.
And also, Todak can withstand Connie's weight. To check it out immediately at www.todak.id to browse the catalog and see the latest promotions. Because here, it's not just about performance, it's about style coming together as one identity, cultured by Todak.
That was so uncalled for.
Yeah, but like, that's a good one, you know?
You're not gonna-
That was...
Say something else?
Hey, it's a friendly banter, man. I don't need to
I
apologize.
can say things off broadcast.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of things that are said off broadcast, and they're also said during the MPL Talk Indonesia that you guys can actually tune into, because for those of you who love the MPL MY scene, they also have a special segment for MPL MY as well. So don't miss out, because every Tuesday at 10 o'clock
10 o'clock.
GMT plus 7.
That's our time, baby. Jakarta
Yeah,
time, the best
Jakarta
city in
time.
the world. Self-proclaimed.
There are new episodes that are released with people behind the scenes with KB, The Future, we have Coach Age, there's Coach Nafari as well, or almost CEO Nafari,
Yeah.
and of course Abang Lord to break down the matches from both MPL ID as well as MPL Malaysia. So don't forget to check that out. And of course, to check that out, you guys need stable connection. Alright? And you can get that with IndiHome.
Yeah.
Because they have the IndiHome Internet Plus game package with a 1-to-1 ratio upload and download speed. Your connection stays stable and MLDB matches become even more optimal. And it's only starting from 385,000 rupiah with internet up to 150 Mbps, including various in-game benefits that you guys can actually explore. So enjoy a free speed upgrade promo for 90 days only until April the 30th, 2026. So don't forget to subscribe now on MyTelcomCell, or you guys can check it out on the website.
Check it out, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. You know, stable internet equals to win more matches, equals to increasing your odds to become a pro player.
Equals to
more chance to meet Stefan in real life.
Okay, and you can meet Sheffin in real life, especially if you have Infinix, because you guys can sit up front in the Infinix cam zone every time Sheffin goes to the Meja caster or the caster station. He always passes through the front side of the audience. You guys can meet him up there, but you can only sit there if you have Infinix. So
I like that more.
what?
You see the girl in the background? That's waifu material.
Okay, we're still on that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
She looks cute, man. I'm not even joking.
I don't see a girl.
What?
The anime girl in the background.
Oh, okay. Okay, Kelra though. Impressive still. Yeah, the fever patch, man.
What's up with the fever patch? You got beef with it, Connie?
No, I don't got beef with it.
Speaking of beef, CW has been putting a lot of beef.
A lot of muscles indeed, yeah?
Yeah, look at these guns, man.
I like, yeah.
I wish I have that biceps.
I like how the pro players are starting to work out more.
Yeah,
More
he's
pro
jacked.
players, yeah?
He's half as jacked as Connie, though.
Wow. That's super overplaying Connie, but
Oh, you've seen it in person?
I mean you can see it through the
Overplaying it.
I can't really see it. Maybe like if you remove the clothes.
You know what? Let's stick to our second game, okay? Once again, ONIC are on blue side and GEEK are on red side. So
Yeah.
no one's opted to swap sides, so GEEK still won. Can we be expecting something crazy from GEEK? Last pick?
Like what?
I don't know. Like a
You know, I
Terduga
think it's
again.
gonna be like a redraft I think it's gonna be a redraft up until the first phase. That's my guess. Broken walls.
Yeah, Fanny is still, I mean,
A viable one. A
could be
viable
better
one.
if you know what to do, if you're familiar with the walls.
Yeah. That's true. But I feel like a redraft is about to happen here.
Huh? What do you mean, a redraft?
No, I mean like the same
Oh.
as we get till the first phase though, right? So the Fanny first pick. Oh, never mind. ONIC ban out the Moscow.
Yeah, already a difference here in the drafting phase. And for game number 2, presented to be the official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro. Moscow gets banned instead of the Marcel, so now Marcel is left open. GEEK forced to ban out the Fanny instead of the Sora.
Different perspectives expose the same
Okay, they still
truth.
prioritize the Marcel though.
2, 1.
All
I just
right.
want to say, guys, if Valir is picked
Okay, yeah.
for Geek Fam, you guys
Uh-huh.
are dual casting. I don't care what you guys are saying.
Okay.
You guys are dual casting. Kansas Star is not gonna happen. Oh, thank God.
All right.
Oh,
So we have the Kalea as well as the Harley pick,
okay.
which means Sora is still open if they still want to go for it.
Retribution is at hand.
So Sora Valen, is that the idea?
I mean, they can hold off on the Sora here.
Oh, true.
The Tsunami Slam is already pretty good ultimate to work with, and Sans is not short of the trickery in his bag. The Over's gonna be picked. I like that idea. I mean, you can't really evade from the Tsunami Slam, but at the same time, you have enough survivability or a sustain to be able to get away from the lockdown, and you have that failsafe in that golden hour, or a sustain to be able to get away from the lockdown, and you have that failsafe in the survivability to evade from the Tsunami Slam, but at the same time, you have enough survivability or power.
And with the Lapu-Lapu ban.
Are they denying like the first turtle power from ONIC? Do they want to control the?
You know,
But if they do that,
Experience the euphony of
Something that
suffering.
falls in line after what we've seen in the first match was the Alice.
yep.
And the Yuzhong, by the way, Yuzhong is kind of a winning lane against the Phobias once you get that
The Sora
down
is still
recipe.
available. Keep in mind.
Oh, that is true, Goni.
They have the Valentina already, so yeah,
so do GEEK ban Sora here?
they can, unless they are ready to face those possible Sora. But yeah, the Hereth is a
Makes
little bit too
sense.
expensive, yeah.
So Harith, Granger, and Moskov are all banned out,
Yep.
and the Freya, which leaves us with what? Claude.
Bruno, Kelra played it, Salvador played it too, and on the PH, I feel like they have some certain bias towards the Bruno.
The Claude as well is still open.
YSS still open too. There's still a lot of viewers in gold lane.
Do they go Clint? Oh my god.
Oh.
0% win rate right now.
I don't think that's... Yeah, there's no way you go for a Clint when you're up against Kalea. Even for Geek too, they're up against Marcel and also the Leo board. So there's no way you pick that.
So do he go Claude? Do they go YSS?
I think carry makes sense.
Carry, yeah.
I could carry more than the YSS, to be quite honest. And the side laners, apart from, let's say, a potential carry pick, yeah, Sora is on the board. Uranus, okay, I don't like the DPS. Though.
But why the Valir ban, right? Do they want to go for a fighter in the gold lane?
Football and games.
The Uranus okay, the Uranus and the Bruno. Yeah, the Uranus here. Last time around, look, they played a great display. Oh, three DPS technically, right?
Yeah.
What a greedy draft by Geek.
It really is greedy, but we've seen some examples of it actually working. I believe they ended up losing. I'm not sure if they actually won that game, but Super Ken played a really good Harley once with this kind of composition where you just drafted 3 glass cannon damage dealers. But we'll see if Lazara is going to be able to use that to utmost potential. Certainly, it's a hard task, and I like the Bruno pick as well. Usually when ONIC is pushed towards the limits in the gold lane, they want to go for the safe picks, and that is the Bruno. Can't use the Purify, has the Has Toss to sustain, and you're not really losing the lane per se.
All right, with the Bruno pick now in the hands of Kelra, with the Purify as well, will it be enough to deny the escapades of Geek Fam as they look to find the formula to break down the domination of the Sky Kings? Can the Kingslayers once again live up to their name, or will ONIC find this game number 2 clean sweeping Geek?
There we go, Keyboy on a Marcel. So once again, Geek Fam, the first few minutes, it looks pretty mighty fine. The laning is fine. You know, when they have the opportunity to catch ONIC off guard, they take it. So they're not short of confidence. It's about when is the time to use that confidence.
So timing, decision making.
Yeah, everything.
Okay. Kenziski's doing quite well as well in the lane here. Kelra gets poked a lot here in the gold lane. So definitely a winning lane right now as we're seeing it. As we switch back into the mid lane, Thon's not having the greatest of times. Very difficult for him to look for a way to clear the wave. So unfortunately, he's going to have to play it really safe and calculated. Not going to be able to roam around early for ONIC this time around.
Oh, Kenziski actually going back and recalling. Missed out on a single minion, but I guess that's a good idea. It's only a single minion. It's not a gold card either. Just want to play it as safely as possible because he is the weak side, right? He doesn't want to get punished when ONIC is fighting on the other side of the court.
We're taking a look at the emblems now by Bayou as well. Anything out of the ordinary?
Oh, it's Inspire for Kenziski. You don't really see that very often. Usually, if you play a Claude, if you want to be a bit more impactful in a team fight, you take the attack speed boost or the thrill if you want to lane. But it's not both, it's Inspire, so you expect to get jumped on a lot, and that's why he wants to have the BMI as much as possible.
We're also expecting Geek to play very aggressively as well with the choices of emblems here. Keyboy, will it be enough? He doesn't have level 4 just yet. It should be a turtle for Geek.
See, look, almost burst it down. That's a great dog play by Marcel. Carolina create dominance. Sans now stuck! That's a great crowd control again by Marcel. First blood for Geek Fam, and Lupi is stuck. That's a quick double for that Phobius.
A huge win for Geek in the first few minutes of the game. Going to be able to get the first neutral objective of the game and take 2 members of ONIC down. Nazara will officially take that turtle. A 1,100 gold lead for Geek.
It's like a deja vu because Marcel was, whoa, look at the shoulder bash all the way to the jungle. It looks like Nazara wants to steal this one. Kyrie is not available. He's on the other side of the map. This should be an easy one for Geek. But yeah, looks like it's a deja vu of what happened in the game before, at least in terms of like the Marcel brilliance in the first few minutes. That was all Marcel with the Dark Wave combo, with how much he's dealing damage and sustaining at the same time with the Phobius. This is how you play Phobius in objective fights, and Geek is utilizing that to the fullest.
Absolutely. In terms of audience prediction, though, it looks like still heavily favoring ONIC by 87%. This is the audience prediction by GoPay. Don't forget to pull out your predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, Lorisky goes in for a kill, perhaps?
There's a screen. He will commit the Tsunami Slam, though. But now with the Steve, Lorisky no flicker. Wow, great abuse there on that info. That's going to be the Blazing Duet from Kenzie. Not enough damage, but that's going to be 1 hour. Perfectly timed by Keyboy, just creating space for ONIC players.
Great cover from Keyboy. I'm not really sure what the idea was for Beloisky. Was he there just to screen or not? If so, he went in quite deep. Because obviously if he wanted to go in for that kill, Kenziski would have used the ultimate earlier, the blazing duet earlier, but he also saved that for later on. So, I don't know. Feels like iffy. Do they want to go for this now?
That's gonna be the BMI covered, but all 5 players are still up here.
Yeah. It's all fine and dandy for Kara once he gets the Haas clause.
Yeah.
Even the Harley cannot just burst down through the Bruno just yet unless he gets the first few items or second item. But with the Haas clause, you just hit minions, no anti-bane, no anti-hit at all from the Harley. And that way you can just sustain and makes yourself unavailable for Geek Fam to burst. And now second objective fight, this should be going towards Geek Fam again unless Keyboy makes a huge play with the golden hour.
Will he be able to? Nazara is 2 levels ahead. It looks like Keyboy's still screening. Luffy's also in the area. Keyboy actually goes for the ult.
That's going to be the turtle for the side of Geek Fam, no problem. As
Upside.
Kyrie is in the top side area. That's going to be a structure though for Onyx. And as long as Kelra is untouched and deathless, all is good. Luffy now heavily pressured, very low, with the amount of DPS and firepower that was thrown at him. Finally, he gets taken down. So that's a structure for a structure eventually, but Geek Fam, they get the turtle and the kill.
Yeah. It's a cheeky combo, the Kimi and also the Harley. You have a built-in shred in your kit, and also the Genius one just elevates the Kimi's potential by a lot. And the Kimi doesn't really need to build the Genius one because Harley's gonna be the one who's rocking the shred. And that way, anyone in the front line, even Ludwig, is gonna be available.
It's flickered.
Oh, that's gonna be the flicker coming in! Wow! The trap from Arnik caught a boy off guard.
But what was it for, right? I mean, technically there aren't any objectives on the map. Was it just to get a pick in general? Sans flickered and Tsunami slammed for that. So there were a lot of resources built and taken away. Kenzizi gets a turret in the top side as compensation.
I mean, at the end of the day, a kill is a kill, so you have to take what's available. And also, this is a scaling hero. Anything that delays the Kimi from getting her full potential is a plus point for Onyx. And Kibo, look at the damage!
That's a lot of DPS and burst all into one. The Marcel Keyboy will be taken down.
What's the cooldown on the golden hour?
A lot. Not sure exactly how much, but probably around 40-50 seconds.
So if he knew that, why did he ult anyway? Beloisky goes in for the kill.
That is going to be the mid turret taken down. Geek Fam controlling the map, dictating the tempo, and Onyx.
Conceal, conceal.
That's gonna be concealed, popping in from the side of Onyx. That's Tsunami Slam afterwards. Take a look at Kenzie with the blazing duet, finding Sans Lumpy almost taken down. As that's gonna be Geek Fam diving under the turret. Is this the right call? Marcel taken down because of the damage turret. No! He juggled the damage turret!
Holy!
And Marcel gets a quick double!
Only Kyrie is left standing. Everyone from the side of Onyx have been taken down. Geek are taking back control that was lost in game number 1. It's a 5,000 gold lead for Geek as they're looking to take down more. Sheffin, break that down for us.
That was all Marcel, man. He zoned out 3 members. I think 3 damage dealers from Onyx at the same time. And no one was able to get through the Geek Fam's composition that way. And not only that, I already thought that, oh, Marcel, that was a great job zoning out 3 members. They still go for it. They still dive into the second tier tower. I thought Marcel's gonna get punished and getting killed under the turret, but no! He survives even with more HP before he dives. What the heck?
And that's why perhaps they went in for this kind of composition, right? There's so much damage that can come through. Kenziski, a boy as well, is doing the damage. And not to mention Hazara's early poke. He's so annoying. Look at that. Look at that poke onto Lutfi of all people. That's how much damage he's doing onto the main frontliner of Onyx.
Look at that, yeah. You can see the damage with P. I think he's itemizing towards... Oh, already has the radiant armor, actually.
And still
So,
that much pen?
Yeah, the glowing or the genius one just does that much work, especially the landing punch. And also, I expect Zara to build towards the glaive after this, knowing that most of the target that he's gonna go for is the frontliner, right? He's gonna work with what Beloyski offers him to the team.
So now the question remains, is it geekable for ONIC? Can ONIC come back from this 5,000 gold deficit?
I mean, I'm willing to guess that Sheffin's migraines right now they're gone.
No, really. It's already hurting from the start before the game, Ogani. Oh no!
Oh, that's gonna be utilized here. All three members caught in the golden hour, and ONIC will have time to disengage. Ooh, passion balls, a boy! Finds and smells blood. Finds Sans there, who is currently sitting at a 1-3 stat.
Very rarely do we see a mistake like that from Sun. But when it lands, that's the opportunity for Geek to go for the engage. Despite the disengage coming in from Keyboy, Sans gets taken down. Keyboy is still moving quite aggressively. Beloyski goes in for the kill.
That's a tsunami slam on towards Lutfi, still able to duke it out. Dark Wave though will close the gap! Geek Fam finds a connection as Marcel now isolated, actually a little bit too deep there. But that's still a trade. Lutfi for Marcel.
It is a trade, but remember they have alert on the way. Had they stayed a little bit more patient, perhaps they might have been able to extract a little bit more out of this Lord. 7,000 gold lead, still 4 members up. Kenziski doesn't have his ultimate just yet.
Wow, let's see here. That's a milestone though for Kyrie. 1,500 or
Oh my
500.
god.
That's Sans again, the lead at golden hour. Caught. 2 members to delay again. Beloyski now will be the trade. Kai takes a lot of damage, still able to get out with Tensi! Finds the angle with a blazing duet. And down goes Kelra and Lutfi all together.
Is this Sans? I'm not sure. 2 times right now. 2 missed tsunami slam by Sans as he got punished immediately by Beloyski. Not the greatest game so far. Beloyski, or the Keyboy, look at that.
Oh, the damage. Oh, perfectly timed. That's going to be the mid.
Hold on.
Trying to be cleared. Townsend's Khan trying to be the duet that they are. Trying to defend Marcel, holding on his team together. But that's still a top turret taken out. That's the far lane, ladies and gentlemen.
It's still super worth it for Geek.
Yeah, especially the far lane is gone now. They still have their inhibitor and also the second tier turret intact. So the far lane control is easier for Geek, despite them not really having a single good lane clear that can be safe in the far lane. Maybe Beloyski has to play a chaperone for his teammates to be able to clear those. But we'll see. BPM is definitely on a pretty good situation, a really good situation right now. 8k gold lead, and Kenziski is starting to hit against Lutfi, and so far he only has that warrior boots and steel leg plates on his way towards the chastised cauldron. The perfect item. Oh, look at Beloyski!
That's a flank. That's going to be 1 member taken out. Kenzie with the blazing duet immobilized for a bit. But that's Nazara finding the burst damage on towards Sans. Down goes the pairing. Now Geek Fam, they move on towards the mid lane. Kyrie trying to deal damage, but that's the structure will fall! Geek Fam, they move as a unit in game number 2, and take a look at the outcome. 1 by 1, members of ONIC falls, and Geek Fam, they manage to wipe ONIC out as they will take game 2.
1 step closer to living up to the Kingslayer's name. Geek come back in such a brute fashion for game number 2 and force a game number 3 out of ONIC. Not necessarily something we see too often, but like we mentioned even before the match, Beloyski always has tricks up his sleeve, and it turns out having the layers of damage was the answer. Harley, Claude, and the Kimmy, all 3 of them was a problem for ONIC, and they weren't able to control that mid-tempo and the early tempo that ONIC usually wins with.
This team, man, like it really just makes you wonder, like, when it's bad, it's really, really bad, but when it's good, when it's all clicking together, this is the outcome. The mighty king, the mighty ONIC has to bow down in this game specifically, but obviously, job's not done. as the great Kobe Bryant once said. But
We're talking about practice?
we talking about practice?
That's not Kobe.
That's not Kobe. That's Allen Iverson.
Yes, sir. I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah. Thank you for the reference, Connie. But yeah, Marcel, man, just carrying the early game for ONIC. Earlier, they banned the Moskov, and I can see why. Geek has this kind of bias towards Moskov. They really like to pick it, even in the first phase. But in this case, it was banned for ONIC. But they forgot who was the most trouble out of all of them. I think at this point, game number 3, the Phobius is gonna be respected.
Okay. Makes sense, makes sense.
Respected or denied, right?
But
Yeah. Maybe not denied because Phobius, I don't think it's a first pick worthy kind of hero, but maybe TW can surprise me. Who knows? That is an option.
no one knows. Who knows?
We will know later on.
Later.
Draft
But right
can
now,
wait.
we don't know.
We know
Right
this.
now we don't know.
We know this?
Not right now. We don't know this right now.
Oh, okay.
But man, what a series we have. I initially thought this would be a 2-0 series, man.
Same. I predicted 2-0
I
ONIC.
predicted 2-0.
But technically, we're all wrong.
Technically, you
even-
are wrong.
Even that one.
Even the anomaly,
What was his prediction? Was it 2-1? Geek?
I believe it was 2-1, yeah.
Oh, so he still could be right. Yeah, he could still be right.
You can still be right.
Now, I predicted 2-0.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so we're all wrong.
Dude, I am delusional, okay?
It's okay to be delusional sometimes.
Opium
I mean, I'm
and
an Arsenal
copium
fan.
both in each nostrils.
I'm an Arsenal fan, so.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bottle the league again. Good thing you have ONIC for your mental health.
We're number 1 right now. Both.
Yeah.
What happened to Arsenal?
Check the league stable.
Is it really
Yeah,
bad?
Brady? No.
Huh?
We're number 1.
Oh, you're
Just-
number 1?
Just wait for 2 weeks, Eterna. Just wait for maybe 5 weeks or so.
But that always happens with Arsenal.
He's
no?
gonna be crying his eyes out.
I'm calm and composed.
Alright,
Then-
alright. Well, the players also need to be calm and composed. Because, boy, game number 2. In game number 1, Sans heavily punished a boy. Kelra and Sans, to be exact.
Yep.
Heavily
Yeah.
punished a boy. In game number 2, it wasn't the best of games for Sans either. And it wasn't necessarily because he got caught, but also there were lots of weird moments for Sans.
I mean,
So, what's going on with Sans?
at the same time, I think they were thinking about let's stick to what works. And that pick off earlier, the first one from San to the Tsunami Slam was brilliant with the flicker as well. You mentioned it earlier, but it's been too much resource. Yeah, you still gotta find something, man. And Sans was trying to do that a second time, a third time, didn't really work. Just like me earlier, I think Sans is just saying to Geek Fam, please punish me.
And punish they did, right? They punished the movements, they punished the small blunders or small mistakes that led. Oh,
I don't think they're gonna eat that, bro.
Don't eat it!
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
It's
Oh my
okay.
God.
I mean, I finished mine as well. That's how good it is. So it's not the best if you're unwell, but I guess it depends.
I mean, it's just a scoop. I mean, not the scoop.
It's a bite.
It's it.
It's
yeah.
just a,
It's
he'll be fine. Marcel will be okay. But he got the player of the game earlier on. Ladies and
Oh, sure.
gentlemen, presented to you by the official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro on the Phobius. And according to Sheffin, the Phobius will be respected next game.
Yeah, especially if you want to play this kind of brawling kind of competition. I thought ONIC will be a bit more patient in the mid game, but
Okay.
I think Geek Fam did a really good job just forcing the fight on towards them, especially if you have a Harley. You can be as aggressive as you can, and you don't only get punished because you have that poker trick, right? Or the dashes, the quote-unquote BMI for Harley. So that way you don't really get punished. Look at this, Marcel goes in with 1 HP, came out on the team fight with more HP than before. That is ridiculous, and you are taking all the aggro away in the second tier turret, and this is just the icing on the cake, man.
Apa itu main? Apa itu main?
What a game for Geek Fam. It's just a matter of how to keep the momentum from now on because a lot of teams have been winning it out against Onyx, or maybe equalizing it out. 1-1, but they just fall short through the experience of Onyx. Because they're just that good.
What did you guys think of the Bruno pick, by the way?
I think it's fine. It's just, once again, they expect to play the weak side. They expect to, or like they're trying to find something that survives teamfights, survives ganks, and Kella did exactly that, but it's just like, I don't think he had the time to be able to scale just yet with how much early game or mid game snowball that Big Fam had, especially with the Harley and the Kimmy. Those heroes scaled much faster than the Bruno did. I guess that's your worry, Eternal? Is that your worry? Because it doesn't scale as fast as Big Fam heroes?
I feel like Bruno has like a weird dip in the mid game, right? Like you can go really great with Bruno in the early game, and then you can go for a snowball, but like mid game it gets iffy, and then late game you start to hit like a truck again. That was my concern. Like have you ever been hit by a truck?
No, I have.
Apparently it really hurts.
Yeah.
Apparently. So that's what I was trying to say. Like apparently it really hurts the late game. So
I can imagine.
the fact that they didn't even get to the late game, which is something that I was also really concerned about because of the Kimmy in the mid as well.
I mean, honestly, with that item that Kara has, they should have been able to use it more. Like, he's already online, man. Berserker, you have the crit damage boost, you have the sustain, you also have the extra range, plus the penetration with the Malavik gun. I think that's way, maybe not more than enough, especially with how much they're down at that point. But I think that's decent for Kellerai in the losing position.
But for some reason there was like no damage from
That's true.